Hi, you must be Kennedy?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. I'm Caitlin Johansson. It's so nice to meet you,
It's
Kennedy.
nice to meet you.
Well, I'm glad you're here today, but before we begin, I would just like to let you know that everything you say in here will be confidential unless you tell me that you're going to harm yourself or others. How does that sound?
It sounds good.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's get started. What would you like to talk about today, Kennedy?
So I'm here because another parent referred me to DCS because my power's been out at home.
Okay, so tell me your side of the story on that.
Well, about 6 months ago, I had a divorce, and that caused the financial situation to really be cut in half because it was just my income now supporting the kids, not mine and my ex-husband's. And since the divorce, I've also had a job change, and due to that job change, I'm not getting paid as much, so that's also caused some strain on the financial situation, and I'm taking care of 3 kids, so I'm not able to meet all of the financial needs, which is why my power got shut off.
Oh, okay. So you have 3 kids.
Yeah, I have 3 kids, and they're really great, and I mean, we've always been like such a strong Christian family. We go to church together every week, but since this has all been happening, it's just really caused me to wonder, like, why would God do this to me?
Okay. Do you think there's something maybe God is trying to say to you?
I mean, I've been thinking, and like you always hear the cliche saying that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and I've felt and believed that for a while, but it just seems, that this trouble is just never ending, and I need some relief or some help.
So, what you're going through, I'm sure it's a lot to handle. Having just been through a divorce, having 3 kids, balancing a job, that is a lot for anybody. So far, you've told me that you were referred to DCS by a parent. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and so about 6 months ago, you were divorced, and you've been struggling a little bit financially since then, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, awesome. I just like to make sure I am on the same page as you before we move forward. So having this referral with DCS, what would you like to have happen as you move forward?
Well, I either need to find a new job that pays more, or maybe get my kids enrolled in some sort of after-school program so that I could work more.
Sure, okay.
I've been trying to decide between, do I want them to be an after-school program so I can work more, or would I rather be at home with them where I feel like they really need me?
Okay. Where do your kids go to school at?
They go to, it's a Murfreesboro City School. I'm not really sure if you would know the name, but...
Okay. Yeah, sure. I might be familiar with it, but maybe Cason Lane or Miss Siegel.
They go to Cason Lane. They just started because we just moved because of, the divorce. We had to move, and so they're starting at a new school.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you said you'd be interested in maybe some after-school programs.
Yeah, I've definitely thought about it because I know it would allow me to work longer hours, maybe get more money, but then I don't know about how that would affect my kids for them being way longer from me.
How do you think you would feel with that?
I mean, I just feel like if I was at work knowing that they're out of school, I just wouldn't help but feel like I should be with them. They need their mom, and they've been at school all day, and I know they've gone through a lot, and I feel like when they're out of school, I should be there with them.
Sure. Okay. So what I would love to do, if you think it's a good idea too, is talk about some pros and cons about enrolling your kids in an after-school program. I know that city schools, and Cason Lane included, they provide after-school programs that are sometimes free, sometimes affordable. So maybe that's an option. What would be some pros with that?
I think pros would be, of course, me working more hours, so that's more money for the family.
Sure.
And the fact that the kids would have help for their homework after school because sometimes I'm unable to help them. And also the fact that they get a snack after school, just that one snack is a huge help.
It definitely is, for sure. All right, do you see any cons with this?
I mean, the cons I see would be me being away from them for a longer period of time. I don't know how that would affect them. And another con would be that I would be more exhausted because I'm working longer, and by the time I get home from working these long shifts, I may be too tired to really be there for my kids.
Yeah, okay. Before we go any further, I just want to touch on what we've said. So you are looking at possibly getting a new job or getting your kids enrolled in an after-school program. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so I want to rewind just a little bit. We didn't get a chance to talk about how you felt about this DCS referral. Do you want to touch on that?
I mean, I was definitely hurt that another parent would do that, like coming from mom to mom. I don't know this lady like extremely well, but I mean, our kids have been in the same classroom, and I was just hurt that she would do that and question my ability to be a mom, because I know the power of being out looks bad, but I'm trying to do the best I can, and I can still provide for my kids.
Right. All right. So are you feeling maybe angry or sad?
I'm feeling all of that. I'm feeling angry that another mom would question me. I'm feeling sad that, my kids are having to go through this.
Okay. That's understandable. So how would you like to use what we've talked about today going forward?
I would definitely want to look into seeing if maybe the after-school program would be something that I can afford, and also to talk to my boss about if it's possible for me to even work more hours, or if it's possible for me to move up in the job, and if not, maybe applying for other jobs.
Okay. So as we come to a close, let's just kind of summarize, everything that we've gone over today. So you were referred to DCS by another parent who's a parent of a child at the same school as your child. You've been divorced for 6 months. You have gotten a recent job change, so you've had a little bit less money. And it's left you feeling, a little sad, a little angry. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So going forward, we're thinking about, looking at a new job, maybe some more hours, maybe an after-school placement program. So how does that sound to you?
That sounds good.
Awesome. Well, this week I would love for you to just get some more information about that, talk to your boss, have that conversation, and then we can meet again next week and talk about what you found out.
Definitely.
All right. Well, it was so nice meeting you, Kennedy. Have a wonderful day.
You too.